What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, you know this is too loud. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. A little 30 minutes early, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Early show because I can't be on here long. My son has a field trip, so I have to get him to a field trip very early, very early. So I'm doing this show. It's not going to be long. I was going to do a pre-recorded video, but then I was like, I'm up. I'm already up. Might as well just go live, knock it on now. You know what I'm saying? And go from there. Shout out to my man Junior Network. Sent me something in my inbox on Instagram. Um about he was like, "Hey, have you seen this?" And I said, "No." I didn't see it. Cuz I'm not going to lie, some of y'all be bringing me stuff like y'all tweet me or hit me up on Instagram and stuff like that, and I really appreciate it because I got so much on my plate. Good morning, Robin D. We're gonna talk about this DJ Vlad video, and I was going to do the DJ Vlad video audio only. Let's do it. It's 8 minutes. I know how to be able to cut like a DJ, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna listen to what Michael J. White has to say about Jonathan Majors. He did say Majors, he compares Jonathan Majors to King Kong getting shot down. So I just put treat it like King Kong in here and so I didn't put the shot down. I don't like that, especially when it's coming to black people. You know what I mean? But we're gonna get into it today. So Robin D, good morning. Did I say good morning to you? Tommy, good morning. Of course, Union Network, shout out to you for the video. So we could do a reaction on it, but you already know how I do it around here. The real question is, all right. Let's not bullshiggity around. Let's get straight to it. So I'm gonna share my screen here, and I'm not gonna use that. We're gonna go here with it, and this is Michael J. White on DJ Vlad. I mean, I'm not even gonna hold you. What's up, Black Girl Magic? What's going on? Shout out to my sisters. I had a shout out on my Instagram to my sisters, man. I just want to say, black women, I love y'all. I love y'all to death. You guys are amazing. Beautiful black women. I don't care what they say and how they say it. Let you know, Dre Mac love you. So wanted to shout out my beautiful black women out there. You know what I mean? So Majin Khan, what's up? What's up? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's happening? So let's get into this video real quick. And again, this is fair use. You know, boy, YouTube, y'all better stop playing with me. But anyway, let's get into this video. This clip of I know what that means, and you're speaking German. Guten Morgen, Dre in chat. Guten Morgen. I can't speak German. I suck. Anyway, let's get to this. What's up, Mika?
Well, since our last interview, Jonathan Majors was found guilty. And he got dropped by Marvel faster than Diddy paid Cassie. Yeah. Now, it was what he got convicted of is very minor.
Now, do you agree that sometimes DJ Flappy he asks certain questions to kind of get people thrown off? Like, you know what I mean? What's up, Chico P girl, what's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Uh, but it seems like sometimes, like, you know what I mean? He kind of gets you. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. It's just something. And so I don't know. But he really wanted to know his thoughts on Jonathan Majors since he is a Hollywood actor. He's played a superhero. Maybe that's the reason why. But let's go. Let's keep going.
Right. These are like misdemeanors, not that serious. There's actually a video of him running away from the girl and her chasing him for like blocks.
Now, I will say this. Shout out to DJ Vlad by pointing out the obvious. That is not a serious crime. That the girl did chase him for blocks. So let's get this. You know what I mean? And the crimes are one is a misdemeanor, one is a violation, and one is reckless assault. And it doesn't mean that he put his hands on this woman. Something I've been saying for a long time. What up, Selena? Good morning. I'm glad you made it to a live too. You made it to the live or early live too. All right, let's keep going. Should I go back to 7:00? Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about it.
But now he's sort of, looked at a certain type of way, and being dropped by Marvel was major because he's a central character in the Marvel universe. Kang the Conqueror, not only was he the main villain in the Ant-Man movie that just passed, but he was also the main villain in the Loki.
And of course, this is one of the reasons why, I start covering the Jonathan Majors case because I talk about Marvel, DC movies and stuff. And Jonathan Majors was a central focal point in these movies. And, just like with the movie that I talked about yesterday, how quickly people dropped him. Like, soon as the allegations came out, it was like that. So when you're looking at these parallels, when Michael J. White started looking at these parallels to King Kong, think of how they treated King Kong, even though he was running away from the stuff. Like I said, I know it's a hell of a parallel, but just stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. It's not racist. Because somebody was like, that's racist to say that you compare him to King Kong. They always comparing black people to monkeys. No. Trust me, I understand exactly what he's coming from.
A series on Disney Plus. So getting dropped for that is huge. Over what I feel is not, when it all came out, it didn't seem like he really did that much. It sounded like a regular argument between someone and their girlfriend that just got out of hand a little bit. I mean, what's your take on that?
I think it's the times, man. People really want to cancel folks, and people can't wait to be outraged. So
remember I talked about that selective outrage. People just want to be outraged. What's up, Aisha? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Remember when I was talking about selective outrage and how the Coretta Scott King thing was selective outrage? It's not that deep. And now I know for a fact, and I'm going to point it out in this video because I watched this video already. I'm going to point it out that the prosecutors knew if the defense slips up in those text messages, in those recorded messages that Grace Jabari did without the knowledge of Jonathan Majors comes out, they could be able to paint a narrative that nobody could be able to shake. And it's going to be proven in this video that was a strategy for the prosecution. They was just waiting for an opening. And unfortunately, the defense gave them an opening. And the judge was on board with the prosecution's, opening for that. You know what I mean? And it wasn't nothing that had to do with March 25th. It had everything to do was painting a picture. That's it. Because what everybody continues to talk about is the picture that was painted, not him being chased or not the actual incident, the picture that was painted to make him seem like a narcissist, make him seem like a mental abuser, all of that. and she dressed me. What's going on? You're right. You know what I mean? You're absolutely right. And shout out to Kat for going over the transcripts too, because if you read those transcripts, Grace Jabari is way, I mean, as guilty as you could possibly think of it because of with her, contrasted stories. But they got the opening, and like anybody, go, score the touchdown. And that hurt Jonathan Majors. And the fact is, everybody talks about that and not the actual trial, not the actual problems that went on, all of that stuff. They are just talking about what was, the text messages in the recorded conversation that he didn't know about. But we're gonna get to it. What's up, Torin Rain Reloaded? Give me just a second. Let's get back to this. And the reason why I'm stopping it, starting it, you know why? Fair use, copyright. You know how they do it.
It's crazy to me. It's just on some King Kong shit to me. I mean, it's like when I heard about it, I started drawing parallels between the original King Kong and then what's happening with Jonathan Majors. They build up this attraction, and when King Kong goes for Fay Ray, they shoot him down.
Now, are you understanding the parallel that he's making? They build up this attraction. Now, Michael J. White, first time I've ever seen Michael J. White in a movie was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, because he was trying to be a part of the Foot Clan. So that was the first time I seen Michael J. White. And he's been in, so many Hollywood movies and different things like that. He's been overseas doing stuff. He's been doing this. And he's actually right. They build up the attraction, which Hollywood, again, didn't. We can agree, or disagree with Cat Williams, but what he said was absolutely true. He said, when did they want to build this guy up? They never wanted those features in Hollywood. Now, all of a sudden, they're building this dude up. This guy, the features that Hollywood told us that was too ugly, the big lips, the big nose. They built this man up, and I keep trying to tell people, Hollywood makes stars. There was a channel that I found that was amazing. I don't know. I fell asleep. The channel was on, and it was a channel on YouTube that dove into Hollywood and forgotten stars of the early Hollywood, right? And on one of these episodes, I had a woman that passed. She was a black woman, but she passed so much in Hollywood that you wouldn't even been able to tell. I could tell that she was black by her feature. She had a small nose. This the way her nose was built. I'm like, you give her a blonde wig, you never would know. But you give her you give her actual hair, you could immediately tell she passed as Mexican and all this stuff, and just to get into Hollywood. And they were making her a star. And then when they couldn't make her a star anymore, you know what I'm saying? They dumped her. That's how Hollywood is. Or once they found out that she was actually black, they dumped her. You know what I mean? How many times have you seen a guy in Hollywood, you see the new upcoming black act, and he's hot, and then he disappears? You never, especially comedians, you never hear from them again in movies or anything. Now, it's a little bit different because we have social media, and, social media can keep you alive. But back before social media, you'll have acts that have come out. The guy who played the gay character in Shane, the guy was a talented comedian. Then all of a sudden, you don't hear from him again. I think that brother passed away too. You know what I'm saying? But this is how Hollywood will build you up and will tear you down. That's why it's one of the dirtiest business in the game. You got to be really prepared for Hollywood if you're going to go to Hollywood. But let me digress, because again, I'm doing this for fair use, but let me keep going. Sorry.
So it's it's kind of a thing where, I mean, it's kind of a terrible storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if the punishment fits the crime, but I did not delve deep into it. I'm seeing it from a periphery.
Well, I could tell you, he was
So-
found guilty of 1 count of reckless
So
assault in the.
he's DJ Vlad is asking an opinion of somebody who didn't even follow the story. It was just above him. He was like, I don't know all the details of this, but he's going to key on something. I'm gonna get to that. Donna Drake. Oh my God, Aisha, you are on fire. Yes, Donna Drake. I don't know this channel. I wish I could find. It's buried in my history, but that channel was amazing breaking down her. So it's a black lady that was breaking down her story, and I meant to subscribe to her channel because I was so interested in all these stories. Yes. If you got the YouTube channel, Aisha, if you know the YouTube channel, put it in the comment section because the YouTube channel was amazing. Good, very good detailed information. But anyway, Michael J. White don't know nothing about this case at all. Don't know nothing about this case whatsoever. But DJ Vlad is asking him about this case. So he don't know nothing for nothing, but he's going to key into something that I've been talking about this whole entire time when it comes to this case, what everybody has went to. All right, let's keep going.
3rd degree, which is
Yeah.
the lowest possible degree, and a
it-
charge of harassment as a violation.
And then again, the theme of today's show is people want to do what they have in their heart. They just want an excuse to do what they fucking want to do.
Mhm.
And maybe they wanted to cancel this brother and found an excuse.
You know,
And-
he said that. Yes. Thank you that you put it in here because I saw to say, that video is amazing. But thank you so much for putting that in there so I could be able to subscribe to that sister channel. Her channel is amazing. Again, let me go back because I want you to hear what he has to say one more time because this is so important. When they want to cancel you, if you don't play ball or whatever, if they want to cancel you, they will cancel you. Listen to what he says. He's not saying this just to be saying something. Listen to what he's saying.
What they have in their heart. They just want an excuse to do what they fucking want to do.
Mhm.
And maybe they wanted to cancel this brother and found an excuse. And if you provide them with that excuse,
Well, I don't think that
They
Disney.
can't-
Hold up. So go back to when we were talking about the Variety article, and they were upset about the way Phase 4 was going. They were upset at the box office numbers of Ant-Man and the Wasp in the Wasp and the Quantumania, and I kept saying in the Variety article, the majority of that article was about Jonathan Majors, not all the crap that Marvel was putting out. It was about Jonathan Majors, and he was the excuse. Now, mind you, there's been no word, even though even he acknowledged that Marvel fired him. He hasn't been recast at all yet. Keep that in mind. You know what I mean? Please keep that in mind. And we have sentencing coming up on the 6th. Of course, I will do a video. I'm going to do a small video when I come back from dropping my son off for because he's going on his field trip today. But that Variety article was key because they were trying to make it seem like it was this. You don't put everybody can say you put your eggs in this basket over this actor, and the way the multiverse and all of that, it's not working. So with Variety, when you read that piece about Variety, which I believe it was done by Cheyenne Roundtree, and you read that piece, that article, you will start to see a lot of stuff that was pointing to if there's a problem, it's him, not the script writer, not the directors, not communicating with other studios, other writers or directors to find out what they're doing. they kept pointing the finger at Jonathan Majors. They're effed with Jonathan Majors. If he, with this guy that painted into a corner, this, that, and the other, they were making him the scapegoat. And Michael J. White is pointing out, if they want to get rid of you, they get rid of you. Let's keep going.
He wants to recast one of their main characters. I don't think Disney wants to do that. And if you think about the whole...
DJ Vlad is right. DJ Vlad is right. They don't want to just recast one of their main characters. They don't want to do that. Why do you think they waited so long to even say we dumped them? But they didn't recast them yet. I don't give a damn how many times Daniel RPK comes out and the next black man that's gonna replace Jonathan Majors post, because he done said everything from Desmond Idris to Coleman Domingo to John David Washington to all these people. I don't care who he points out. Marvel hasn't recast that brother yet. So there's still hope that they'll keep him on board. They'll let this thing die down. And there's going to be a key. I got a video that's coming out. Shout out to, I think it's Miss Marvel on X that sent me an article for me to be able to do. Yeah, shout out to Miss Marvel for that too. Because I got another video that's coming out later on today, an actual video about what's getting ready to happen right before sentencing. So I got that coming out. But he is correct. He is absolutely correct. But let me keep going. I don't want to keep monologuing, but it is fair use.
Situation. The reason why he didn't just take a plea deal, because these are very minor charges. He's going to be sentenced February 6th, I believe.
Well, if they wanted not to oust him, they wouldn't have done it.
Now, DJ Vlad makes a complete point. He makes a very good point. If these are very minor, which we've all said these are minor charges. Kevin Porter Jr. throughout all the crap that District Attorney Alvin Braggs has done to Adam Foss, Kevin Porter Jr., and Jonathan Majors. Guess what charges they gave Kevin Porter Jr.? Even though that they lied and made up a story, even though the young lady said none of this happened, nobody talked to me, nothing, the district attorney's office still made up lies, you know what I'm saying, and created this false narrative that he beat and punched this woman. He broke her back, even though she actually has a medical condition and all this other crazy stuff. You know what they gave him? Reckless assault and a violation harassment charge. This is what they gave him. And instead of we focusing on District Attorney Alvin Bragg, the dirty stuff that they're doing with these black stars, and why are these black stars getting pointed out? You know what I'm saying? And Vince McMahon over here, I'm waiting for the shoe to drop on Vince McMahon. But no, let's go after Jonathan Majors. He's the real problem, not the guy who's, who got, they've been investigating, the FBI been investigating this guy, you know what I'm saying, for SA, you know what I'm saying, in human trafficking. No, I'm not worried about that. Let's go focus on Jonathan Majors. Like, you know what I mean? Let's go focus on Kevin Porter Jr. Adam Foss needs to be taken down. We need to stop this stuff right now. And 2 of the 3 people got something in common. Adam Foss and Jonathan Majors was messing with white women, and Kevin Porter Jr.'s girl is light, bright, and damn near white. You know what I mean? And they all was railroaded. But that's not the story. Coretta Scott King is the story. Let me keep going. Because I got stuff. I'm doing this for fair use.
They had the choice.
I see where you're going with this. Because, for example, Robert Downey Jr. had horrible drug problems. At one point, he wandered in some stranger's house and fell asleep in their kid's bed. You know what I'm saying? So, and now, he became the biggest Marvel star ever as Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
But a certain amount of time has passed. You know, someone you've done movies.
Hold on, wait a minute. You know he wanted to laugh, but he's sitting there like, he's probably done way more than that, but I'm going to shut up because I'm still on camera and I don't want to, look like I'm bashing Robert Downey Jr. because he went from a A-list young Hollywood star to a drug addict to back to an A-list Hollywood star. And nobody had a problem with it. No, matter of fact, he got support. And I'm still waiting for the support for Jonathan Majors. Still waiting for the support. But again, things are going to get interesting here. Let me keep going.
With Mel Gibson was a superstar, and then he went through what he went through, and now he still gets roles, but they're nowhere near the roles that he.
Oh God. Stop. Where'd it go? Shut up. Sorry.
So argue what you have is that he's older, and by the time this part of your career, you're not an A-list actor anymore most times. But yeah, I mean, you could juggle it. It's hard to say, But
I'm honestly, y'all, I don't care. I gotta get this out. I don't care about what DJ Vlad is doing or whatever. Come get me. It ain't the first time. Him, that crybaby Joe Budden. I don't even care. Honestly, I don't care no more. Because my main important thing is, as long as y'all support me, as long as y'all support the channel, get a video a thumbs up. If you want to support the channel by sending super chats, also, you know what I'm saying? If you want to support the channel by just donating to the Cash App, you can most definitely do that. But I don't care nothing about I'm doing a reaction video. If he come get it. But y'all gonna get it. So let's keep going. But it does seem like he is supporting Jonathan Majors. He said this ain't even that deep. That's what he's really saying. But let's keep going.
He got dropped. He was supposed to play Dennis Rodman in an upcoming film. They dropped him for that.
Yeah. King Kong ran away and ran up on top of a building.
Empire State Building.
And they shot him down.
So that's what you think this is?
Well, yeah, it's who doesn't think that there's a side to not penalize this guy for what has occurred. I
see when I first seen this and he was making the connection of King Kong being shot down. You know the significance of King Kong being shot down because he had a white woman in his hands to show our power that we could take this big black monkey down in a heartbeat. You mess with ours, we'll take you down. I don't even give it. Remember in the King Kong movie, she, eventually started to understand King Kong. She started hanging with King Kong. You know what I'm saying? And he was trying to protect her. This is not, if y'all get what I'm saying, you know what I mean? And I hate to use the parallel because I don't like, paralleling our black people. Thank you so much, Robin, you always donate, man. Thank you so very much, man. You don't have to do that, but thank you so very much for that $20 Cash App. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate. Oh my God, you're a blessing. Trust me, you are a blessing. But what I'm saying is, I don't like to make this connection, but it's true. Because I've always felt like, and I've said this for years, I always thought King Kong was racist. Why? Because in those days, it was nothing to take a big black man down, especially when he's messing with a white man's queen. Let me say that again. There was nothing to take a black man down, especially when you're messing with the white man's queen. Not trying to get what's my man's name? Dr. Umar on y'all or anything like that. But this is the God's honest truth. And they could not wait to shoot King Kong down. They got planes. You know what I'm saying? The King Kong just fighting. King Kong ran from them. He ran from them. In the remake of the King Kong movie, King Kong is hanging with the white woman, chilling. They over there sliding on ice and having a good time. She just having a great time. And the white man couldn't wait to tear him down. This is why it is so important that we understand the psychological aspect of America. America, racism has changed, it's just in a different form. The public L words, you know what I mean about strange fruit, right? You know what I mean on this. You don't have to string somebody up to a tree nowadays to destroy them publicly. You can just get on camera and destroy them. You can take away their livelihood. What Dave Chappelle said. Didn't Dave Chappelle, get treated that same way? And then what did Hollywood say? Dave Chappelle smoking crack. Look at what they did to Martin Lawrence. There's story after story after story of this. Junior Network, thank you so very much. Oh my God, thank y'all. Thank y'all so very much for the 1999 super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. But do you understand what I'm saying on this? You know what I mean? You said King Kong was a metaphor for Jack Johnson. And I feel like it was, and it could have been. I'm not saying it's not, but I always felt like that movie was, at the time period it came out with, getting a big ape, especially the way that they used to treat black people, getting them from the jungle. Remember the jungle scene and all the black people that was down there, or the white people that was playing blackface, being in the jungle. You know what I mean? And then they took him out of the jungle and chained him and used him as an attraction. Sarah Bartman was an attraction. Black people were an attraction at zoos. Y'all, we were like, they literally had us in slavery. Birth of a Nation. This is after that. There's always a metaphor for the racism in America. And I feel like King Kong was the epitome of that. So when he's making this connection, it's absolutely true. There it is. That's why, like I said, I don't care who people date or anything. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I also feel like you do have to be careful when you're dating, if you're a black man dating white women, man, just because the way America will treat you. Let me keep going, because I'm getting on a tangent.
Again, there's some things that I kind of feel like he's not. He's brought some things on himself, of course. I think I would hope he could see that. Mm-hmm. He didn't do himself any service by the comments, the Michelle Obama and
Coretta
Scott King.
Now, for someone, and this is why I wanted to point it out, because it was going to come. For someone that, and thank you guys in the chat. Continue to chat it up with everybody, because y'all having a good conversation in the chat. But for someone who did not watch or did not really follow the trial, right? Nothing, don't really know the case like that, right? DJ Vlad had to tell Michael J. White, the charges and all of that, because he didn't know. What is the main thing he talked about? The thing he knew about, Michelle Obama, Coretta Scott King conversation. And he said, well, you knew at least you should know that you was kind of wrong on that, right? don't know the context, don't know the situation, knew about Coretta Scott, the fake outrage that everybody was doing. And and just think, if Michael J. White, who is a celebrity and and doing all these particular type of movies and different things like that, it's not following in case he knew about it. How do you think the common man knows about it just because of the fake outrage that we had, even without any context or anything? Just fake outrage. They heard it and be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he said that," without none of the substance, without anything. How do you think and if they felt like that, what do you think the jury felt like? Like, let's be honest. When they heard that, I was like, oh, I can't believe he said that. Right? Again, the people in court knew it wasn't that deep at the time. But when you have mainstream media who kept going after him, right? Mainstream media didn't do anybody no favors. They just kept attacking his brother, right? Just kept attacking his brother. And you wonder, you know what I mean? You wonder why that we had so many people with fake outrage. We didn't want to get the details. He shouldn't have said it. And then when he doubled down on it on the interview, you have more fake outrage. You even had the brother on the video, on the interview, saying he was wrong. And using all these, big, these big words to make it sound like Jonathan Majors is just the worst person in the world. I can't believe he even said he shouldn't even, fix his mouth to say that, somebody need to be like Coretta Scott King, especially not no white woman. Let me keep going.
You might as well said King Kong ain't got nothing to do, nothing on me,
Got shit on me.
In a way, yeah, King Kong ain't got shit on me. But it's, which is a hell of a analogy. But it's that didn't help him. But
that didn't help him because we faked outrage that. We the ones who came out and made it seem like that was the most detrimental thing on the face of the play. Not the white woman chasing him. Not the woman chasing him down the street 5 blocks. Remember they said that earlier. But she did chase him. You know what I'm saying? And then if he got, and then everybody said, well, he bumped her head. But did she say he bumped her head when he put her back in the car? No. She did not say that. She didn't walk around with no concussion. She wasn't holding the back of her head like, oh, what was me? She chased that man and continued to chase that man. You know what I'm saying? Not that she had on that man's sentimental green shirt. Shout out to Kat, Danny, and Pam Entertainment Television that pointed that out. You know what I mean? Not that she had that man's sentimental shirt on with no drawers on. The day he went to the went and knocked on the door and found her half naked with Bookman from Good Times. You know what I mean? Because she thought she was gonna get some majors, and then she constructed this whole plan because she was scorned. Nah, Coretta, Michelle. That's what we're gonna have a problem with. Not that District Attorney Alvin Braggs, decided to take this to trial. No, that's not the problem. Coretta. Like, this is literally the land that we live in, and I wish I could get a rocket to the moon and live by my goddamn self. Because if I gotta walk around in America with people that are so idiotic, they can't think for themselves, I don't want to be here. I don't. I honestly don't. Because there's so many illogical people out here that just follow and follow. You can say one thing, follow. Don't want to learn nothing, follow. Reading comprehension is down, follow. But then talk about we need black empowerment and la 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 la. You can't. Some of y'all don't want to empower yourself to read. I'm getting on a tangent. Let me keep going because I got about 10 minutes left.
Yeah, man. It's
exactly William Allott.
It does appear to me that there was another route to pick up and move on with his career.
Yeah, and listen, we don't know. A year or two from now, he could be an A-list star once again, and people kind of get over stuff, and who knows?
Yeah, and the fear
hard to say.
Yeah, the fear, I believe, that's different. That change.
And this is something that Jonathan Majors talked about also, was the fear of this. Let's keep going.
Is it from Robert Downey Jr. and Mel? Is that this day and age, they're into crucifixion.
And he's talking about cancel culture. This is something that a lot of our comedians, we looked at Dave Chappelle. They're trying to cancel Dave Chappelle. How many times? And he said this on the special that just came out, The Dreamer. That you continue to try to cancel, but it seemed like it's more easier to try to cancel people now than to try to understand the whole entire thing that's going on, the whole entire substance. But we'll protect the ones that we like. I'll give you an example, and I'm gonna hurry up and wrap this up. There's about 2 more minutes to this video, about a minute and a half. But Vince McMahon, I literally saw people. Vince McMahon is being investigated for SA, in the workplace, and human trafficking on some Jeffrey Epstein type ish, right? People was still in the comment section defending him. Give you another example. Dana White. Dana White is on tape slapping his wife. Slapping her. You know what happened? People defended him. Well, his wife could have been out of line and yada, yada, yada. Nothing happens to his career. Jonathan Majors gets chased down the street by a woman in leather pants and heels. Almost got hit by a car. I'm surprised she didn't do the Dukes of Hazzard slide across the white car that almost hit her. And she continued to chase this man. And then she met 3 strangers and didn't say that Jonathan Majors assaulted her. But who made a big deal of a case? District Attorney Alvin Braggs. Who decided that it was more important to excuse everything that happened to Jonathan Majors because Coretta Scott King, Michelle Obama conversation was more important? Let me keep going.
Time. And maybe it's just a sign of the times. And
go hard for Jack Victoria Lane.
Is lucky that
it happened way back when. Yeah,
it's not going on right now.
True.
Yeah. So, yeah, because I'd have to see what characters, what white actors have been able to withstand the slings and arrows of today. Because Kevin Spacey sure enough didn't.
But Kevin Spacey is back acting. He might not be on House of Cards, but he's back acting. They slid him right on back. Bryan Singer. Everybody who's watched X-Men, the original X-Men film, X-Men, X-Men United, X2. Look at his, the man went right back to directing. There's so many. The creator, one of the creators for Rick and Morty, was on an R-word case. Super heavy. They waited for like 3 years before they finally got rid of him and replaces the voice. He was also a voice actor to replace him. I'm just saying there is. So when he talks about what white actors have been able to sustain this, there's been white actors and they slide them right back in the movie. You get the support. Is it Casey Affleck? Oh my God, what's the cat? He just won an award and at the Golden Globes, and Brie Larson didn't even want to clap for this dude because of everything this dude has done. Yeah, he's out here winning awards. There's people that supporting him. But then I was waiting for, honestly, it is Casey Affleck. But I was waiting for Michael J. White to be like, we still got to support our brother. There's a minute left. There's literally 50 some odd seconds left. Let's see if he says, at the end of the day, let's see if we can support our brother. Let's see if he says this.
Yeah, you're right. His career seems to be over right now.
Right.
And he was actually found not guilty in all his trials.
There you go. Now, if Kevin Spacey were black, let's look at it like that.
But he's white and he's gay.
Yeah. Would we? Yeah. So if he's black and he's gay, would we be looking for a culprit that racial culprit in it?
We also don't know.
About it, yeah.
Well, here's the thing though. With Kevin Spacey though, we don't really know what's happening because I feel he can come out with a huge role right now and it can still work.
Yeah,
I think.
But the fear is hiring him.
Yeah.
So
people are scared to touch him right now. Yes, you're right. So it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way. Yeah.
Exactly, because so are you going to be the guy that hires Jonathan Majors and invest your millions and be, have your project be crucified because it's a sign of the times?
And have your project get crucified. Did you see the Young Jock video that popped up? He messed up by bringing a black woman to court. Sometimes I'm not going to lie. I hate our black stars. A lot of them I hate with a passion because they're so yellow belly. They coward-hearted. You know what I mean? One thing I loved about Eddie Murphy back in the day, the Eddie Griffins, real bros, is that when allegation with Michael Jackson, they made, joke about it, but they stood next to Michael Jackson still. I don't know too much about Eddie. I believe he still did, but I know Eddie Murphy, but I know Eddie Griffin did and still talks about that. You know what I mean? But it just surprised me how many black people, and we're going into Black History Month, but how many black people could not wait to attack this man that look like us. But yet we're the same people who wonders why our image is the way that it is. Why it's more acceptable to be looking like a thug and all this other stuff. But when you ask somebody to change their behavior, that's part of the culture. This is what we do. Black people, this is what we do. This is part of the culture. When the culture gets detrimental, right? When it's detrimental to our well-being, we don't want to check us. But then when somebody from another country or another color, especially whites, they check, they say something about our culture, how dare you? But we can't check it because we're afraid. We're punks. I don't want to hear nothing. We ain't our ancestor shit. I don't never want to hear that again. You know why? Because when we went through something, we had people backing us. Our own people decided to back us. They talked about Martin Luther King, backed us. They talked about the Black Panther Party, backed us. They talked about Malcolm X, backed us. Stokely Carmichael, backed us. John Baldwin, backed us. Harry Belafonte, backed us. They talked about Jim Brown, backed us. And the list goes on and on and on and on. But it seems like now, unless we are part of the clique, we don't have no backing. We don't want to step up, especially when real injustice is done and we can have black people stand up for this brother. Nope. My career is way more important than I'm not going to be the dude who going to stand there with Jonathan Major. Oh, no. Remember, he was dating that white woman and he said Coretta. And you know how black people got when he said Coretta. No, I can't do that. People was backing Bishop T.D. Jakes with his allegations of going to P. Diddy parties. Why is a pastor going to the P. Diddy parties? But you know what people did? Backed them. Had no problem backing them. And we literally seen on camera what happened to Jonathan Majors, and none of y'all punks stepped up in Hollywood. Just to say, I'm going to support this brother because I see what he went through. Be damn everything else. And the more and more you get, more people to support you, the more that they can sit back and be like, okay, Black Hollywood is really standing up for this brother. I'll take a chance on him because so-and-so vouched for him. You know they did this. Mel Gibson did the same thing to Robert Downey Jr. Didn't have no problem vouching for him. And I've said this before. No problem vouching for him. But yet, you want me to support your movie. It didn't. Exactly, Aisha. Exactly. But this is the way it goes. Hopefully I don't get shut down by DJ Vlad and all of that. It is what it is. I think I did it right, cutting it. You know what I'm saying? It's fair use, part of fair use. But, what do you guys think about what Michael J. White was saying about that? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Put it down below and let me know what's going on, how you feel about that.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
All right. So you already know I gotta wrap it up. Wrap that ish up, B. All right. Thank you guys for coming on to this live a little early. I might go back to 7:00. Okay, I need to stop changing the time. 6 to 7:30. This 6 to 7:30 it's on my motion. But anyway, thank you so very much. Gray, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely. And exactly. But again, thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of the Dre Max Show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Friday. Where is my outro at? Let me get up out of here. Let this forehead breathe.
Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.